Now, when you're working with automation for Jira, when you have different rules configured, maybe you want to share them or maybe you want to keep a copy of them somewhere. Now, what I wanted to say in this video is basically that you have the option to also export your rules. Now, this can be useful for many reasons. As I mentioned, you may want to just keep a copy of them, or maybe you want to migrate your Jira instance to somewhere, or maybe you're merging with another Jira instance, or maybe you just want to share the rules that you have defined so you can reuse them, or you can basically configure them again very quickly. Now, doing that is extremely simple. Let us say you're working on, let us say you have a rule in front of you. You will notice that there is an option here, or not really an option, but if you click on these three dots, I believe it is called as ellipses. I don't know. So you have to click on it, and there is an option called export. When you click on the export, you can then of course download the file, which you can of course save on your computer. Now, when you look at the file, you will basically have your rule in front of you. Now, if you look at this particular JSON file, it is basically the same rule that I exported. Now, you will find the same thing, the exact same thing that you have in your rule. For example, if your rule talks about a trigger for issue created, for example, as you can see in the JSON file, the trigger is jira.issue.event.trigger created. And if you go to the rule you are working on, you can see the same issue created. Now the next thing we are doing here is basically, so of course when you have a rule, you have things like so when you create a new rule, you basically have something called as a trigger. And when you have a trigger, basically you define when this automation rule will be executed, and based on of course your trigger, like when you have that particular trigger triggering your automation, you can do maybe few checks. For example, maybe you want to add a condition, or maybe you want to add a condition based on, maybe you want to add a comment based on a condition, which is what I'm doing in this particular rule. You will find the exact same thing in your JSON file. So it is actually very difficult, not very difficult to read. For example, if you look here, we have a component here, and the component basically talks about basically this jira.comparator condition. Basically we are trying to compare, and we are doing something here which is of course mentioned here in the value part. And you will also find of course your actual action, which is basically adding comment. Now I'm showing you this because I think it can be a good way to keep a repository of your rules. And the good thing is that these rules are in a text format, so you can actually not only save them on your local computer, or maybe in your repository, your Git repository. And talking about Git repository, what I wanted to say is that you can also version control your rules. So maybe you have these rules stored somewhere, maybe in your Git repository, and whenever you have to use them, you can use them. And when you import these rules, for example, if you, let us say, go back to the same page, let me go back to the same page and try to show you how to import. So if you click on the import rule, you can basically upload the same JSON file here, and that is it. So when you upload the same JSON file here, it will recreate the rule for you, and you can then of course enjoy the wonderful automation. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.